So you guys know my name's Tom Reed. Look who I'm seeing today, Jessi.
Hi.
And I wrote her a check for $100.
Mm-hmm.
That's $50 Christmas present for me.
Yeah.
And $50 from I think it's pronounced Trejo. Now she sent $50 and she said split it up or do what you want with Jessi and Dan, and I gave it all to you.
Yep.
And the reasoning behind that is because Dan lives in a middle to upper middle class place with his mother.
Right.
And you don't.
Right.
And I think you need the money more than Dan.
Yeah.
J.A., if you're watching this and you have a problem with that, I'll give Dan 25 of that. But so you got a check for $100, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
So right off the bat, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Christmas was a little bit stressful, a little bit hectic, but things are all right. I don't know. I've just been feeling a little down, but.
What do you blame that on?
I'm not sure. I know that my ex passing away kind of affected me. He died a year ago in December on the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe that was part of it. My doctor started me on new medication, so maybe I'm just waiting for that to take effect. I'm not really sure, though. Other than that, I feel like it was like this big build up to Christmas time, and it was like, okay, it's going to be so great, so awesome, and then Christmas come, and then now it's like, now what? It's like this anti-climax kind of thing going on.
Yeah, no, I get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to ask you, and that is, of course, you have a relationship with a guy and you have a baby.
Yes.
Now, does that bother him, that bothers you that your old boyfriend's died about a year ago? I mean, I'm just asking this based on how I feel.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
Well, when my ex passed away, my current boyfriend, we're supposed to get married, but he's dragging his feet. He said he was really supportive. He asked me if there's anything he'd do for me. He asked me if I wanted him to take the baby for a while, and I said, no, I need the baby right now. She was only 2 days old, so I was really surprised that he was so understanding and so supportive of that, because most guys wouldn't be like that at all.
Oh, okay. I know you watch the videos I upload. Did you happen to listen to the conversation I had with Ginger?
Yes, I did listen to that.
What's your take on that?
I think it's a really good thing. I hope that she means what she says and does go and seek help and seek, treatment. I mean, it's just an age-old thing down there, though. They have lots of good intentions, but just never really ends up turning out that way because the drugs is just too powerful. So.
Yeah. Now, one little thing I don't think we're on the same page about, and I wanted to discuss that with you. And then, minus a crystal ball. People tell me something, I try and ascertain what's the truth. Sometimes I'll never know. In my experience with the women, based on what they've told me, I've never got to witness it in action, is my thinking used to be when I gave them money, that was one less car they would have to get into. So as an example, if I gave them $100, and in my mind, that was 10 less dates they'd have to do.
Right.
Not all girls. I'm just giving an example of $10 per date. Some women do dates for that, but others get much more. I'm not disputing what they charge. But my experience from what I've been able to glean through the whole thing is that not only did they do just as many dates, they got my $100. Wow. And you seem to think that may not be true. So
because... So for my own experience with it, if I was lucky enough to get somebody that gave me, like, say, $100, then that would keep me off the streets and out of doing dates for at least, hopefully the rest of the day, And so then obviously once the money was gone, I'd have to go back out. But until then, I still used the money. I didn't, like, say somebody gave me $100, I wouldn't go, okay, I'm going to go do this other date, because I need more money. It never was like that for me. Now, it may be different with other girls. They have a different attitude about it. But I know, like, from watching, like, Ebony and watching, like, Jamie and even Ginger, I feel like they're so grateful for the money that you do give them and for the money that people send them. They're not going right out and jumping into a car right after that. I just don't believe that to be true for them. At least. I don't know if girls had told you that they do that. I mean, that's... Well,
they have not, but other girls have told me they do that. And another thing that I want to ask you, the old pro here, your experience is paying off. You understand the situation of Marguerite.
Yes.
Marguerite is a 61-year-old, I believe, crack addict.
Yes.
Marguerite takes all the money that I know of and spends it on crack.
Yeah.
I give her coats and food cards and boots and what have you. And
right.
people have been very kind to her.
Yeah.
And I look at Marguerite, and not at the beginning, this has come around in the last year or so,
Yeah.
different than I do like a young girl like Ginger or Jamie that may have a future.
Right.
I don't think Marguerite has a future.
Yeah.
But on the same token, I don't feel comfortable giving her $20 when I know it's going to be spent for crack.
Right.
And that is what it's going to be spent for.
Yeah.
I mean, Marguerite can't even wait 5 minutes to fake it like she's going to sit on the corner
Right.
before she goes and buys crack with the money that I just gave her. Now, you know, as an ex-worker down there,
Yes.
you took heroin,
Yeah.
and you did crack.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe I'm just a little ignorant on crack. What I just said I've witnessed with Marguerite, does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. It's definitely like that, because once you know for a fact that you have that rock in your hands or in your sight to get it, then there's nothing that's going to stop you from going and getting that. And if she did even wait 5 minutes, that's pretty
Yeah, give
pretty
her
good
credit.
for her.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at this
Yeah,
entirely
because,
the wrong way.
Yeah, because honestly, like when me and my mom would get stuff and she would like bring it back, we'd try and like space it out or be like, okay, we got this, we can take our time, we can wait. There's really no taking time with crack, you know. It's just like you want it, and even when you try and pace yourself, there's really no pacing yourself. So when you get that money in your hand to get the rock, then that's your mind right then. That's all you're thinking of is, okay, now I'm gonna go get this. You know, there's nothing else. But it's not physically addicting. It's just 100% mental, and it definitely does take people's lives over. But yeah, I feel like that's definitely exactly what she does. And I mean, I know she doesn't do dates. I know she sits on the corner and panhandles, and I feel like that's better. I don't. I mean, it's not better or worse, but it's still not subjecting herself to having to do dates. But
So would you agree with anybody that thinks Marguerite's going to improve with regard to moving to the suburbs and getting a Richard Simmons mini trampoline? That's not happening.
No,
is it?
no.
I don't think it is either. So for the people out there that like Marguerite, and I like Marguerite, and
Yeah.
I'd do anything for her,
yeah.
what do you have to say to them when the $50 that they want to mail her is going to go to crack?
I mean, you give it to her knowing that. Go into it knowing that you're going to spend it towards her drug habit. I mean, it does help her out. She doesn't have to sit out in the cold for a little while longer, you know. So just go into it with your eyes open. If you're giving her money, that's what it's going towards.
Gotcha. It would make sense to you that a non-drug user, like a suburbanite, a lady like Elaine is an example.
Yeah.
This must just seem absolutely berserk to.
Yeah.
She must think this is just like the craziest idea in the world. But you've been down there, which is why I'm asking you.
Right.
Because there's a big difference between a suburbanite housewife sending $50 to Marguerite and absolutely not wanting a dime of it used for crack.
Right.
And the reality of you and I knowing what that $50 is going to go for. So
Yeah.
a word to the wise, when people,
Are sending money.
that's what it's going to
That's
go for.
what it's going for.
And like it or not.
Yeah. That's right.
So am I enabling a drug addict when I do this?
I mean, I guess that's what you're doing, Tom, is enabling them. But I feel like it's really a catch-22, you know, because you're enabling, but you're actually helping too, because you're making it easier for them, not having to struggle to get the money. Either way, whatever money they get is going to go towards that. So
For a guy like me and the people out there that want to give to Marguerite, could you come up with some other term for this? I mean, we don't want to be enablers. Can you make up a new word? Because I can't, when I'm down there, what happens sometimes is I'm running out of things to interview some of these people,
Right.
particularly Marguerite. I pay her for everything, walking toward me, walking away from me, walking sideways, because I know she needs the money.
Right.
And I know she spends it on crack. So I'm
Right.
trying to like feel better about this, or I guess I should just
Call it benefactor.
or refer to myself as the enabler.
You say monetary benefactor.
I mean, I could like just ignore Marguerite, and I just can't get myself to do that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a catch-22 because I feel bad if I don't give her money, and I feel bad if I do.
Yeah.
And I guess I probably still will,
Yeah.
because I don't think her life's going to change.
No.
I don't think at this stage, now I could be wrong, that quitting crack's going to get her anywhere that she's not going to end up being anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can understand. Well, let me put it this way: in her situation,
Yeah.
does it make sense to you why she would just smoke the rest of her life away with crack rocks?
Well, I mean, if she has nothing else going for her, then I guess that makes sense. You know, I mean, what else does she really have but that drug?
Give me a little synopsis of, you get this crack rock and you smoke it, and how do you feel?
You feel like you want another one.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it does feel good, like a little head rush, but depending on what they're putting in it, sometimes it makes you want to instantly smoke some more.
Can you give me what would you compare smoking a crack rock to?
I don't know. There's really nothing. Maybe riding on a roller coaster, really fast one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, now Kyrie, your daughter.
Yes.
Do you want her to grow up smoking crack rocks?
No, I do not.
Okay,
no.
So here's the dilemma. You don't want Kyrie smoking one, but maybe it's okay that Marguerite continues to do so. Is that because in your mind, and I kind of feel this way too, in a way she may be too far gone?
Yeah, and she's already made that choice. You know, Kyrie's still young enough to make her own choices, and hopefully I can, you know, influence them a little bit to turn her away from those types of drugs.
Yeah, you're hoping for that?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Would you want Kyrie to drink alcohol?
No, I mean, if she wants to take have a drink after work or something, that's not a big deal. But if she was trying to be like a full-blown alcoholic, I would definitely want her to get some help with that.
And would you want her to smoke cigarettes?
No, not really.
Okay,
no.
All right, see what I mean? So do as I do as I say, right? So you're trying to be a good parent?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, you mentioned in the past your mother had drug addiction issues as well, and she's doing fine now?
Yep, she's doing good. Yep.
And you two are getting along?
Yes, we are.
Okay, and you're getting along with your husband? Or he's going to be your husband?
Yeah.
He's dragging his feet, smart man.
Yeah.
Good, do you blame him? Heck, he's got the baby, or already he's got his girlfriend?
Right.
You can pin him down.
Yeah, I hope so, Tom.
How's work going with you?
It's all right. It's really slow because right now, so where I work is right across the street on the water, and it's the lake is probably maybe 2 inches or 2 feet or so like back from their beach, but otherwise their beach is completely gone. Their units are filled up with the septic tanks being full from the rainwater and the groundwater. Even here at my grandma's house, there's water under the crawl space, like at least 6 inches of water.
So this is all these high lake levels and storms?
Yep, and it's because the lake level is higher this year than it's been in like 35 years.
No,
so.
Yeah, it's a record high. Close to it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I was down to the park today, and same thing. There's
no
not
beach.
much beach left. They had to wipe out some woods to create a beach.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Any words of wisdom to me when I'm down there? Is there anything I mean, you know what the deal is on the channel. Is there anything you think I should do differently? You got any suggestions for me? Or?
Well, I mean, basically what you're doing is good. I feel like, cutting back the donations on clothes and things and food maybe might not have been the right choice. Because, I mean, I seen those girls opening the cans of food, like the oranges and stuff, and eating them right there on the camera. So, I mean, that stuff was good for them. But, I don't know, I guess, Tom, just don't get, like, too emotionally involved, because I know when you go down there and you're down there for like a week, it really does go drag on you emotionally, and just try not to get caught up in all that, because there's nothing really you can do differently besides that.
So far so good. Rebecca's on same thing you are.
Yeah, I heard that. I wonder where she's house rest to.
Not far from Detroit. I know where. I'm going to visit her, but it's a phone issue as always.
Yeah.
Now that's a tether you have.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a little confused on that. Oh, there it is right there, huh? So you have to pay for that.
Yes, I do.
So will Rebecca have to pay for hers?
I'm not sure. It might be different for her because she's in Detroit, but up here, Iosco County's wants the money.
So I'm a little confused on that. Is that just GPS driven?
Yes, it is.
But is there something in the house as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, so when you're on house arrest and you have a tether, does that mean you can't leave the house?
Yes, I can go 300 feet from this property right here. So I was able to walk down the road to see my neighbor's Christmas lights, and I was able to walk across the street to those people's house to tell them that they had a chicken outside. So that's as far as I can go. Otherwise, I have to have permission to go anywhere.
Okay, and have you tested that baby out on its accuracy?
Yeah, actually, when I start going to group, even though they know I'm supposed to go to group, it
Mhm.
vibrates at the end of Mackenzie. So
It does, so it works.
yeah, it does.
So when that vibrates, you know that it's time to turn around?
Yeah, but unless I'm allowed to go there.
Okay, and how about when you're inside? Does it, everything's fine?
Yeah, nope, doesn't vibrate or nothing.
And what do you do with when you take a shower? Just try and put a bag over it?
Nope, you just shower. It just can't be submerged in water. So I just try and maybe, if the tub kind of floods a little bit here, I just try and like pick my foot up a little bit. But
Okay.
other than that, everything's fine to shower with it.
Now, Miranda's sister, Melinda, she cut hers off.
Oh shit.
Would you like me to help you do that?
No, that's a escape charge. That's a felony escape charge if you cut off a tether.
Oh,
They
so
actually call that
So that's why the marshals came to get her instead of the
Yes.
Detroit police.
Yes, that's
So that's
right.
a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So where do they come to get you when it's not on your ankle anymore? What do you do? Throw it in the trash? I mean,
They come to wherever they think they know you might be.
that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's considered a felony.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you heard of people doing that other than?
Yes, I have. And they actually, up here, they charge you with destruction of property and an escape charge. And usually they end up going to prison for that.
Oh wow! Now what's that baby costing you a week?
It's $160 a week,
Mhm.
and so that's $280 every 2 weeks. And hopefully I'll have it paid off before February. But I think I still have like maybe $500 left to pay on it.
Oh, okay, good. All right, well, you got any questions for me?
No, are you enjoying this weather?
Oh man, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? It's winter.
Oh, wow.
It
That's
feels
why-
more like fall now than it did when it was actually fall.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because I got that. I got to get you that package.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got to open it
Yeah.
so they know I gave it to you. So
Right.
hang on a second.
Okay.
I don't know why that jogged my memory. I'd have been so pissed if I forgot this. Stay there, hon. Stay, hon. Stay there. Stay there, baby. So open that up, please.
Okay.
I've had that for about a week.
Oh, geez.
These people get crazy when I show somebody's address, so don't show me the front anymore. I
Okay.
think that's from,
It says from Deb Barrett.
okay, good. Oh, she sent you a couple cards.
Yeah,
Wow,
one
nice,
for
huh?
Kyrie and one for me.
Aw.
That's nice. Thank you, Deb.
Now, usually I do the things, but
Yeah.
I just thought of this. I'm glad I forgot it.
Oh, that's great.
Wow, look at that. A $50 card.
Yes.
You lucky dog.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You make me want to go on drugs. You get a lot of gifts.
Yeah. Well, actually, Tom, I feel like a little bit envious that I'm not still down in the streets. Just because, I mean, if I was down there still, maybe I would have gotten all the support from you that I needed.
Oh, wow.
25 for Kyrie. That's great.
Wow.
That's so awesome. I love this card. How cute is that?
So you feel, say that again, you feel what?
Envious a little bit of the fact that those girls are still down there, which seems really stupid to me. But,
Envious would mean that you'd like to be where they're at.
a little bit.
Why?
I don't know.
You just don't think you deserve a good life?
Yeah, I guess sometimes I feel like that. And when things start going too good, it starts making me feel like uneasy because, it's like what was something like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, but
You're feeling, you're not used to feeling this comfortable.
yeah, exactly. And when I have Kyrie, I keep thinking to myself, like, is this really my life? Like, is this what's happened to me? And it's just amazing to me because it's a great difference. But sometimes I still just feel like I'm not, like, this isn't really where I'm supposed to be. But I think that's kind of silly to me.
You'll
I
get
think
over
that. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's been since 2017 I haven't used anything. So hopefully, maybe I know that I'll always feel like, the pull of drugs because I'm a drug addict. But
Yeah, I don't-
as long as I can just let that voice get quieter and quieter,
Yeah,
then
right.
I'll be good.
Good. I am going to go visit Rebecca.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about your opinion with regard to Ginger going away to rehab for a month and Rebecca in house arrest? Putting yourself in their shoes, and you've got experience in this, what is it, do you think, in their predicament people could do that would make them feel good?
Probably just let them know that you're there, that you're thinking of them. Probably write them, give them support, emotional support. I know Becky's got a hard time with a phone, so nobody can really talk to her. Maybe though Ginger might want people to call her or, write her. I mean, I'm not sure, you know, if Ginger goes to rehab, then she will need money in there. I'm not exactly sure about Becky's situation on her house arrest, but if you guys want to send money, that's probably would be helpful to her. I'm sure she needs cigarettes, you know.
Oh, so they can do that there.
Yeah, if you're on house arrest, you can, and in rehab. Yep, cigarettes is a big thing in rehab.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they could be assured that the money would be going to totally legally things.
Yes, yeah,
sure.
in that situation, that's for sure.
Good. All right, good. Well, thank you for the interview.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
You have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.